It's over 9,000! Baby Pan is already more badass than Goku was as a baby. But we were so caught up with Baby Pan that it was very easy to miss out on all the Easter eggs and hidden messages throughout the episode. What's going on, my fellow senpais? My name is Opai Senpai and we're looking at episode 43. There were so many Easter eggs, so many hidden messages that I want to cover every single one, so this might be a long video. As I do this episode, I want you to focus on the fact that the overarching theme is the relationship between the parents and their child, or in some cases, the lack of relationship. So in the beginning, you have a shot of Chi-Chi holding a bunch of food. She has some chicken, some beef, some pork, and maybe even some horse meat. You also see eggs, rice, and lettuce. This is very typical of Japanese food and also some Korean dishes. But beyond the food, the animators want us to focus on the fact that it takes a lot of strength to hold all those plates together. So this is a nice reference to the fact that Chi-Chi was a complete badass back in the day fighting against Goku. And one of my favorite scenes comes from Dragon Ball Kai episode 83, around 10 minutes and 6 seconds is the proposal between Goku and Chi-Chi. So make sure you guys check that out. Now, Goku says that he's died twice already. This is a nice Easter egg because Goku, the first time he died was in the Saiyan Saga. Goku was killed off by Piccolo's special beam cannon to defeat Raditz, and then he was revived by the Dragon Balls. What I want you to realize is just how violent and how gory Dragon Ball was back in the day. I mean, you can see blood, you can see the detail, Goku's face, oh, Raditz, it's just so much better than it is right now in terms of gore. And eventually it was censored. Then the next part was, the second time he died it was against Cell, as Cell's destruction mechanism, and Goku had to do instant transmission to save everybody. And one of my favorite lines is when Goku says, "Take care of your mother for me. She needs you." Tell her that I had to do this, Gohan. So Goku was not there for Gohan for the majority of Gohan's childhood because he had to sacrifice himself. So very sad. The next hidden message is the fact that nobody is at all surprised by the fact that you have a person that's flying. I mean, back in Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, whenever there was somebody flying, the people would be like, "Oh, it's a plane, it's Superman, like what is that?" But right now in Dragon Ball Super, nobody cares, all right? Because they're so used to it, they're not even fazed by the fact that there's a person flying, all right? So that's a nice showing us the development from Dragon Ball up to Dragon Ball Super. Now, in the next shot, you see Goku is missing his uvula, whatever. Moving on. It seems that for some reason the bread and the broccoli don't follow the laws of physics. But this is the very first and very important shot and hidden message. So you have the apartment of Vegeta and Bulma. Why is there an empty frame there? Why is there not a picture? Well, perhaps they're waiting to put a picture of maybe baby Bulla, aka Bra. Maybe she's gonna be born within the next year, and they're saving that spot to hang a picture of her when she's born. That is my prediction, and I think that the animators are hinting this at us because in the next shot, you can see that there is clearly a frame there. So they weren't lazy, they're just trying to give us a little Easter egg, a little foreshadowing. Now, you can see that Bulma looks like she's almost naked, but this isn't the first time that we're seeing her naked. In fact, in Dragon Ball, you can see Master Roshi staring at Bulma's vajayjay because he can see all of it. I mean, you can see her booty, and the original Dragon Ball has so much nudity. You can see Bulma's tits, her ass. Sometimes you even saw Goku's little pee-pee. I mean, there was just so much nudity in Dragon Ball, it's incredible. And then when the lights come on, it seems like it is censored. So it's kind of showing you the contrast between when the lights are off, you have a little bit more of nudity. When the lights come on, it's censored, just like Bulma was censored back in the day in Dragon Ball. As you can see in this comparison image, you can see the clear censorship from the original. Now Goku says, "I didn't just come here to see your sagging breast. This is an Easter egg to Dragon Ball Super episode 37. So, I'm sorry, 31. Dragon Ball Super episode 31, around 17 minutes and 45 seconds, that is when Bulma and Jacko go to see Zuno, who knows everything. And he tells Bulma, after she kisses him in the cheek and kind of cheats on Vegeta, he tells her that her boobs are sagging. Oh, hilarious, all right? So Now, who is this character, this little pink character, and who is this girl whose name is Arale? She is a very, very important character. Like, oh my God, I am so happy to see her. I'm just so sad we didn't get to see much of her. Now, Arale, we've seen her before in Dragon Ball. So in Dragon Ball episode 57, it is titled Arale versus Blue. So in this episode, you have Arale and Goku having the nice little moment as kids, and then General Blue comes to visit Goku, and he has beef against Goku. He takes Arale hostage, but then Arale licks the knife. she doesn't even care, she just licks it. The guy freaks out, like, what the hell are you doing licking my knife? And then she goes running at him and completely whoops his ass. How strong is Arale? Arale is so strong that she can destroy the whole planet with one punch if she wants to. So if you want to see a separate video that shows you how strong Arale is and who exactly Arale is, let me know in the comments below. Now, the question is though, why is Goku here? How come he teleported to Arale? Well, take a look at this. At first, he teleported to Vegeta and Bulma. Then, after that, he goes to Korin Tower. And then he says Krillin. So why is he seeing Arale now? I think it's because Arale is a character from the past that he has a connection with, even though he doesn't remember her. And you can see this guy clearly does not even remember who Arale is. The question is, does she remember? Yes, she does. She says, Nicha, and then she says, Hoyo? So she's clearly saying hi to him because she remembers him, and she is extremely surprised at the fact that he doesn't remember her. Now, I just want to say I'm extremely disappointed at the fact that they only showed Arale for like a few seconds. Like, I seriously am disappointed. I understand though, because she's not she's not gonna be an important character to the series, but thank you for at least giving us a nice little Easter egg. Now, King Kai thinks he's a doctor. No, you're not. You're not a doctor. This is very important because Goku says, you're already dead. Here's a nice little reference to the fact that Goku pretty much killed King Kai. You can see King Kai on the top right there. It's pretty much Goku's fault because he is the one who brought Cell, and now King Kai is dead and all the other characters there. Now, conveniently, King Kai has a book that shows Goku's disorder back when he went Kaioken times 10. And here is a nice little moment that we have between Goku and King Kai. Goku says that he's training to be for the martial arts tournament that's coming up soon. King Kai says, that's exactly why you should be resting right now. It's bad to push yourself so much. You might lose your senses as a result, and you won't be able to fight anymore. You won't even get stronger anymore either. So this is a nice little moment between King Kai and Goku, because King Kai has pretty much been like almost a father figure and a figure of wisdom to Goku. Whenever Goku needs advice or anything, he goes visit King Kai. So King Kai has played almost like a father to him. Then Goku says, did I do something terrible that you hate me so much? And then King Kai says, something terrible indeed. And I can just hear King Kai screaming at Goku. He wants to punch him in the face because there's a nice shot of the halo, because again, it is Goku's fault that King Kai is dead and that all the characters at King Kai's planet have died. All right, so now this is another Easter egg. You have the professors and you have Gohan and Videl. And now they say, I've been a big fan since his first victory in the 24th Tenkaichi Budokai. Now, the 24th Tenkaichi Budokai is the first tournament that Mr. Satan won. And he's won tournaments 24th through 31st. Now, that is the 24th tournament. It's also the first time that they had a junior division. And that is when Videl entered and she actually got first place. So both Videl got first place in the junior division, and Mr. Satan got first place in the adult division. That's why Videl is kind of like shaking and blushing, because she's like, yeah, I was there. I won it, okay? I'm a badass. Now, the next shot, you can see a clear difference in the phone between American phones. So you would think that they would use an image, something similar to an iPhone or an Android, but that is not the case. In Japan, iOS and Android are really not that popular. They have, Japanese have their own phones, they have their own software, and that is more popular than American software. So now we learned that Gohan was at the convention because he's trying to be an assistant to some great teacher. And then you see a nice little shot of Piccolo taking care of baby Pan. Piccolo has been an important character. He's been more of a father figure to Gohan than Goku has. And he looks like he's gonna be an important father figure to baby Pan. Now here is another Easter egg. Chi-Chi says, thankfully we had the 100 million Zenny that Mr. Satan gave us. Now what is she talking about? She's talking about this, all right? And this is back from Dragon Ball Super episode 1, around 20 minutes and 30 seconds. But who is that character on the money? That is no other than Toribot. And if you want to know who Toribot is, I briefly talk about him in the video that I explain who is more powerful than Zeno, who is more powerful than the Omni King himself, and that is Toribot. So this is a nice little Easter egg back from episode 41 and a nice reference in episode 43. Now, Baby Pan says Picoyo, so it's just really nice to see the way she's trying to learn English, or Japanese in this case, and seeing Piccolo, the way he reacts to Baby Pan, saying, Baby Pan prefers to eat vegetables, hot cake with tuna and curd. I mean, we've never seen Piccolo speak so fast. When it comes to being a father, Piccolo is number one. So then Goku plays around saying, all right, see you later, Piccolo. Nice little moment. Here is another Easter egg. So now you have Baby Pan looking into the stars. This is not just foreshadowing the fact that later in the episode she literally goes into space. But this is also a nice reference to Dragon Ball GT because Pan literally goes into space. She goes towards the stars. So nice little reference to GT. And then Goku says, and this is a little bit of foreshadowing, he says, all right, you will transform into a Super Saiyan 2. So Goku is very confident that Pan will become a Super Saiyan in the future, and perhaps we're gonna get to see this before the series is over. Now what I like here is the fact that the way that the characters sleep is a reflection of their personalities. So Piccolo, the way he sleeps is almost like he's meditating, all right? He's very calm and collected. He sleeps in a meditating form. Now Chi-Chi, she's just sleeping to the side. Goten, he looks like he's innocent. And then Goku looks like a child, all right? He's just all over the place. And that's a nice reflection of Goku's personality. Now, I love this scene because it shows you the culture of Japanese culture, all right? Almost like an Instagram filter, except in Japan, everything is kawaii. All right, so now the next thing is, Mami says, seriously, those guys are good for nothing if they take their eyes off such a small child so easily. But in reality, she's not talking about Goku, but we all know that it's Goku's fault. I mean, you had one job, dude. That is to look after Baby Pan, and you failed at that one job. Come on, Goku. Now here is another hidden message, or a little comparison. You see, as the Pilaf gang is leaving, you see a shot of Gohan's and Vidal's house. And this is a nice comparison to the fact that Chi-Chi, her house is destroyed, all right? So you have the rich house and then you have the poor people, all right? Now, this is where it gets awkward, this is where it gets weird, this is where it gets really fun and interesting and just a mixture of things. Baby Pan goes into space. I mean, she goes to the stratosphere, so not technically space, but what the freak? Like, are you kidding me? I'm so mixed in this because I thought this was hilarious, I thought this was funny, this was awesome. To see Baby Pan being such a badass, awesome. But it's a baby in space. Like it's a baby. Like, are you serious? Are you serious right now? You put a baby. So like I'm in shock. I know the community has been mixed about this. They're being like, what the freak is going on? This is just a little bit too much. They crossed the line a little bit. I can forgive them because it was hilarious and I love seeing Pan being such a badass, but at the same time, like, come on, dude, it's a freaking baby, all right? Now, what I do like is the fact that there's more foreshadowing, the fact that she's looking into the stars, perhaps foreshadowing the fact that she's gonna be a spectator in the upcoming tournament. Because it's not just the warriors that are gonna come, but most likely their families are gonna come too. So Baby Pan is gonna be able to witness the fights in the upcoming tournaments, even though she's not gonna be participating herself. Now here is where it gets really emotional for me. the fact that Gohan turned down the job as an assistant, and the reason why is because it says here, if he took it, he wouldn't be able to come back home for a long time, and also wouldn't be able to see Pan. This is an exact reference to the fact that Goku was not there for Gohan's life for a very long time. He wasn't able to see Gohan because he was dead. So Gohan already felt that as a child. He knows the pain that it is to not have a father. He doesn't want to do that to his own kid. All right, so he's gonna be a better man than his father, and Gohan is gonna be there for his child. So it's just really nice to see that kind of insult against Goku. Like, come on, man, you were never there for me, but I'm gonna be there for my kid. So that was really nice. But on top of this, I also want you to think that it's not just, this episode wasn't just a reference to Pan, Videl, Gohan, and then Goku and Piccolo, but also think about Vegeta and Bulma. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, I really do think that Bulla, aka Bra, she's gonna be born within the next year or so. I do think that she's gonna come in the series. Now, whether she's gonna, we're gonna see her anytime soon, I don't know, because we're going into into the universe, the battle of the 12 universes, and the Future Trunks arc. But I do think that she is canon to the story and that she will be alive at some point. Now, what about Oob? I'm gonna be doing a separate video at some point about Oob, but one of the previous episodes of Dragon Ball Super, Goku and Vegeta did make a reference to Oob. They literally made a reference to him. So he is definitely alive in Dragon Ball Super, even though we haven't seen him yet. But I'm definitely gonna be doing a bonus video on that. Now, let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed this type of video, this deep analysis, Easter egg, hidden messages type of video, and if you want me to do more. In the meantime, make sure you guys watch the episode 44 preview, which is happening next week. And I break it down step by step as to what I think is gonna happen in the next episode. And make sure you guys also see the news about Future Trunks coming back. And I break the news for you guys. So thank you for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this video. Smash that like button if you liked it, and I will see you guys tomorrow.